Hey guys, is your bike ready to ride? I'm pretty sure this one is. Well, maybe it needs a little going over. And you know what? You should go over your bike too. I'll show you how to do a pre-ride safety check in this video from the MC Garage. Breaking down or having a part rattle loose is no way to end a ride. Doing a quick pre-flight safety check is a great way to avoid frustration out on the road. For this inspection, all you're going to need is a tire gauge and a little bit of diligence. We're going to move from the front to the back of the bike, physically and visually inspecting components for looseness, wear, or damage. If you find anything wrong with your bike, make sure to fix it in the garage so you don't have to MacGyver a solution out on the road. Starting at the front of the bike, check your tire pressure, and then spin the tire and look for nails or other puncture threats. Do the same thing for the rear tire as well. Next, grip the front axle and try to turn it, and do the same for the lower pinch bolts. Then, look up to the fork seals to make sure they're not leaking fork oil. Touch the triple clamp bolts to see if they're loose, and run a hand along the brake lines to check for bulges or abrasions. Next, prop the bike upright and check the oil level, and scan around the engine, including under it, for fluid leaks. Inspect the radiator hoses for bulging, and if the radiator cap is easily accessible, check to make sure that the radiator is full. Grab the foot pegs and make sure they're secure. Then move the shifter and the rear brake lever through their stroke to make sure they're not loose or binding. Next, you're going to want to check your chain for proper slack and lubrication. Note that tire information and chain slack data will be on a sticker on or near your swing arm. Now we're going to look over the exhaust. Shake the muffler to make sure everything's secure, and then move on to your fender and check to make sure that the license plate bolts are tight. Losing a license plate is a pain in the ass you do not want to have to deal with. Next, throw a leg over the bike and stroke both levers to make sure that they operate properly. Also, check to make sure that you have at least a few millimeters of free play at the clutch cable. The next thing you'll want to check is the throttle. Make sure that it rotates smoothly and snaps back to the closed position when released. You'll need enough gas to get anywhere, so check your bike's gas gauge if it has one, or pop the gas cap and peek inside to make sure you have enough fuel. Alright, we're almost done. With the ignition on, check to make sure that all of your lights work. That means checking the brake light, turn signals, and headlight. Note that on most modern bikes, the headlight doesn't come on until the bike is running. Also, don't forget to check your horn. Alright, just one last thing to check. It's time to hit the starter and see if she runs. Time to gear up and go for a ride. That's it for this video from the MC Garage. Special thanks to subscriber Chuck Bobuck for suggesting this topic. If you've got something that you'd like to see covered in the MC Garage, feel free to leave it in a comment below.